Right, joined now by social media legend James McLean.
Don't know about that.
James, this is a tremendous occasion and you're yourself involved.
It is. It's a great occasion for Barry, who's been a great servant to the club, and also for the Foyle Hospice, which is a great servant to the city. So hopefully we get we're starting to pack up a bit now, but hopefully we get a good crowd, and obviously the proceeds are going to be split for two good causes.
James asked me would I participate in the management, and there's a bit of a row already because Seamus Coleman, who I understood was going to be manager, and is insisting that I be the manager and that he be the assistant manager. And I've worked out that he just doesn't want to take responsibility for things going wrong.
You obviously rather be a deputy then?
A deputy would shoot me down to the ground because the managers all get sacked.
Now, I was talking to Deputy First Minister Martin McGuinness, and already there's a row about who's taking charge of the team. Is it you or him?
No row. He can have full control. But too early for me to get into management. But no, it should be a bit of crack, with the lads, and I'll let Martin make the subs and that. I don't want to insult anyone.
So lots of instructions to shoot.
No, well, my job as an assistant manager, I think, is to supply the manager with water and plenty of chewing gum. It worked for Ali Ferguson, and it can work for Seamus Coleman.
Yeah, no, I'm delighted to be here. James asked me to come down, and we played his birthday party a couple of years ago, and he was good enough to get up on the stage to sing with us. So I thought I'd better don the L shorts and see how I get on with the boys.
So, onto the game itself, and some very familiar faces came out to pay tribute to Barry Molloy, who in his time at Derry City chalked up an incredible 352 appearances, 96 of those as captain, chipping in with 13 goals. The Derry City select started with a strong team, and Patrick McElhinney was first to try his luck. Shane Duffy linked up with David McDade, but Duffy's effort was pushed wide by the fingertips of Gerard Doherty. And it was Duffy who came closest to opening the scoring when he headed McLean's corner onto the bar, and his second effort sailed over. James McLean then turned on the style when he powerfully ran through Derry's defence, only for Gerard Doherty to make a smart save and win this battle of the Cregan men. James McLean again showed some great skill when nutmegging Barry McNamee, but his finish was more League Two looking than Championship Wigan. The man of the moment himself, Barry Molloy, tried his luck, but Eugene Ferry was having none of it.
There will be 3 minutes of added time.
Just before the break, Barry Molloy headed Rory Patterson's cross onto Ryan McBride, and he opened the scoring at the second attempt.
Goal scorer Ryan McBride.
However, shortly after the break, the James McLean select were level when McLean picked out Rory Harkin, and his crisp shot gave the side-changing Ferry no chance. A few Derry City old boys were involved in the next effort. Kevin Deary's cross was only half cleared by Mark McChrystal, and Stephen O'Flynn's effort was well saved by Rory Kelly. And from the resulting corner, Deary's acrobatic effort fell to O'Flynn, but he was denied twice by Kelly, who received some admiration from the astute man. The James McLean select took the lead when Stephen McLaughlin picked out Owen Coyle, and his delightful ball into the box was turned home by delighted James McLean. Obviously, been a while since he put one past Ferry.
James McLean goal scorer, James McLean.
Midway through the second half, the man of the moment, Barry Molloy, he took his boy to a warm reception from the Brandywell faithful. Stephen McLaughlin and Owen Coyle combined again to set up Hargan, but this time Ferry made a superb stop. Northern Ireland's Danny Lafferty then drew the wrath of referee Dermot Liddy after his theatrical simulation late on. As Derry City's edging backline started to tire, the James McLean select scored again. This time Seamus Sharkey was forced to react to David McDade's rebounding effort. And it wasn't long before David McDade himself was on the score sheet. Not very good goalkeeping here. Time to look away now, studs. So, all in all, it was a great day out for Barry Molloy and indeed for the Derry City fans, with no shortage of players paying tribute to the man they know as Baz.
Both fun off the pitch, you know what I mean? On the pitch, whereas a young lad, you know, you want to impress, so you're trying things, and sometimes it always didn't come off, but you always knew if you lost the ball, you'd Barry around doing the dirty work behind you. So, in a sense like that, you know, it even gives you that extra bit of confidence on the pitch. But in the dressing room, tremendous, like, character. Asked anyone, he's just a lively lad, just brilliant for advice as well. So, look, he deserves everything he gets today, and hopefully, you know, the crowd come and, you know, show him that as well, that, you know, he means a lot to this football club.
He's been an unbelievable servant to the club, and he deserves everything he gets in life, and he's a great teammate, and we still stay in touch. So the classman was a good friend as well. So wish him every success now and in the future as well. Barry wouldn't be the loudest person in the change rooms, but it's the way he conducts himself in training, and he always works very hard in the gym, and he's a role model for younger players coming through, and that's. I suppose I was only a bit younger than him, but I would have always looked at the way he conducted himself and sort of looked up to him in that way.
See, Barry is a one fella whenever I was playing football. I've played right through from underage with him, Trojans right through, and he did adapt this game. At the start he was a centre forward, I'll tell you, scoring 30 and 40 goals a season, and he's become one of the best holding midfielders Derry's probably seen, let alone the League of Ireland. So he deserves his day, and it's a great credit for anyone who serves 10 years at any club, and especially the way Derry City, the things that we went through. So, great day for him.
When James had said about coming along, I was only too keen to do that. I mean, I've watched Barry play in a number of years. I've obviously came, as you know, and watched numerous games at Derry City over the years. Looking at different players, certainly Barry being one of them, because he's been an outstanding player, as we know. And to come and play a small part in it, delighted to be asked, and thoroughly enjoyed the day. It's great. I mean, the hospitality is great. The people are so friendly, and it gives me an excuse now. I'm heading over to Donegal for a few days as well, so it's brilliant.
Barry's been a fantastic servant to Derry City. You know, not only has he led by example on and off the pitch, he has had a fantastic career. He's been about some very good squads, and he was always one of the first names on the team sheet. You know, so it's a fantastic occasion for him and his children today. Hopefully everybody will come out and support him. But you know, the pleasing thing for Barry is I believe he still has a long future in the game. Very rarely you tend to get these testimonials when your career's coming to an end, but Barry has looked after himself on and off the pitch, and you know, it's testimony to him that he's still playing at the highest level, and he deserves everything he gets today, and I'm delighted to be involved. I remember when he signed at the club, and as I say, he's just been a terrific servant, and a terrific person, and a terrific player.
Barry, you know, is not only a great friend, but he's a great player as well. You know, you always knew what you were getting from Barry, and you know, the amount of work he puts on, like, and you know, it's at times he mightn't get the recognition that he deserves, like, but I think everybody on the team recognises what he gives.
Will have to be the cup final, probably in Aviva. You know, he's a great leader that day, and helped us all get through it. You know, went to extra time and all the rest. You know, Baz deserves it. You know, and for James to pull out this for him is good, and to involve a charity as well. You know, it makes everybody come out. You know, and just enjoy the occasion for him.
Oh, it's brilliant for him. He's been a great servant to this club, and truly deserves it.
Barry's one of the experienced players in the squad. You know. Extremely professional, day in day out training. You know what you're going to get of him. Like he's determined. He's very honest player. Like, you know, you just know as a manager and as a player what you're going to get out of him every game. And he's a great man to also have in the dressing room. That, you know, very funny and witty. Just a great guy. And so again, another testament to him, and hopefully he enjoys the day today.
It's a pleasure really, and it's a pleasure to be here today for him on his day. As a player, you always knew what you get from Barry. 110% if there is such a thing. If there ever was 100%, he proved that there was, with effort and the way he could play too. You could always trust him week in, week out. He was a player that was always up in the 8s and 9s, you know, never very down for them. Just a great example for any young club.
I played against Barry plenty of times. It used to be a tough place for us to come up to the Brandywell at Sligo, and Barry was probably one of the reasons why, you know, we used to control the midfield, and he's been a great servant to Derry now, and I think he deserves this, and fair play to James for helping him organise it.
Barry, congratulations, testimonial year. Great wee turnout. Did you enjoy it?
I really enjoyed it. You know, obviously a decent wee crowd and that, and the amount of people who came here, like the quality of the players coming from England and other teams in Ireland. Obviously, it was a pleasure to play them.
Some of the big names turned out, and of course these are raising a few pounds for the hospice as well.
Well, that's what we said at the start, between me and James, that 50% that I get will go towards the hospice. So obviously I'd like to thank all the players who came out and helped us maybe generate a wee bit of crowd coming as well.
Barry, you've been with the club quite a while now, so what was your standout moments?
I've had a few, to be fair. Obviously 2006 when we had the season where we went the goal difference from getting the treble and having the European one. That was a fantastic year, and probably the FAI Cup in 2012 was probably my favourite moment, to be honest.
Somebody was saying, Kevin Derry was saying, there's a life in the old dog yet. You know, how do you see yourself in a few years' time here?
I'm taking each sort of week as it comes now at the minute. Obviously a few niggles and that I've had recently, and it's very much up and down at the minute. You know, 1 week you're thinking you can keep playing, and 1 week you're thinking about hanging up the boots. So it's just a matter of taking things week by week now.
That's 10 years at Derry. Fantastic achievement, lad. Especially to pull the wool over people's eyes for as long as that. It's a great achievement. Thanks as well for looking after me when I came to Derry. You promised me for day one that you would show me all the landmarks, and true to your word, you done that. I went to Derry's Walls, Da Vinci's, the Metro. I think we've polished that off with a couple of kebabs after that, and thanks for that. So you have a great night, Baz, and hope everything goes well.
Well, Baz, hope you're having a good night. Sorry I couldn't make it tonight. I was just thinking there watching your match on Sunday that when you first come over to Derby you were a little nippy striker, scoring lots of goals. Things have fairly changed there, huh? Centre mid most of your career, and then you ended up back in defence towards the end of the match. I think Jared needs to be worried about his play soon, the way things are going for you, huh? Won't mention the back pass. No, in all fairness, you've had a great career. Gave serious service to Derry City. I'm delighted to put this on for you tonight. You fully deserve it, and I hope you have a great night. Sorry I couldn't be there, but have a great night. Good luck.
Baz, how's things? 10 years at Derry City, hard to believe. I don't know how you haven't been found out. Anyway, good luck next month in the cup final. Oh, and I bumped into a Derry City fan. She wants to say hello.
I love you, Barry.
For the next 3-4 years he'll just carry on, because one, he's never injured, he's an incredible appetite to play and practice, he's got great physique, he's two-footed, he's quick, he's great in the air. I mean, even if we're to lose one of those qualities, he's still going to be a great player.
Yes, he was. I had to laugh at his wee moment of skill. I thought he was in the box like Ricky Villa, and he finished it like Ricky Gervais.
No compito contra Cristiano, ni mucho menos. Hago mi juego, mi trabajo y no me interesa competir con él. Lecciones que tiene, no tengo duda de que en algún momento lo va.
Ese que tenía libre en Uruguay me venía para acá de vacaciones y bueno, disfrutaba mucho de la ciudad, del ambiente. Estaba acá en Europa, ya venía mucho más seguido, aprovechaba 2 días libres y me venía para acá porque me encantaba. Y bueno, también tengo cosas de cuando vine la primera vez, que me compraba mochilas del Barcelona, me compraba cosas de Barcelona porque el cual en aquel entonces era hincha, y en la época que yo agarré que venía, que era más hincha, era la época de Ronaldinho, de Deco, de todo, cuando empezaba Leo a jugar. Y bueno, son épocas del cual a uno qué fácil es tener jugadores de esa calidad para un delantero poder hacer goles, es fácil. Y bueno, ahora tenés esa responsabilidad, la tenemos los delanteros que estamos acá, ¿no?
Congratulations, Daddy. We love you lots. Congratulations.